past, the present, and now the future. This is PPF, the Premier Promo Federation.
He said there ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. I got bills to pay, I got mouths to feed. There ain't nothing in this world for free. I know I can't slow down, I can't hold back, though you know I wish I could. Oh no, there ain't no rest for the wicked until we...
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live on the PPF network with New Year's Redemption 2026. Happy New Year to each and every single one of you. I am the host, the voice of promos, Justin Smith, and tonight we're gonna present 5 high-class matches on the card, including 3 championship matches, but more to that later. Tonight we're gonna kick things off with Legacy, the former international champion, taking on the Forgotten One. These two are really bailing it up on the page. A lot of back and forth went here and there, but they didn't miss anything. So I want to see who's coming out of the top.
But I'm no creep, I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here.
This is not 8 Mile. This is not Wildin' Out. This is not your mama jokes. This is me speaking straight facts to you. Let's go to the beyond days and let's talk about that. Yes, I'm going to go there because I know you're going to go there. You're going to talk about how you beat me, how you battered me, how you embarrassed me, how pathetic I was. Guess what? You could say all that. But one thing that you don't know, I made you. You want to know why? Because my character back then, the Father Ludicrous, that everybody took as a joke, have put people over. I put you over. I made the chosen one. But here you go. When you actually got those wins, you got cocky. You put airbags over your damn head. It blown up when you crashed and start crying like a little bitch. What is different from you from there to now, you being the forgotten one? There's nothing different. It's the same shit, the same personality, the same stuff, the same thing that you have done. There's nothing new from you. Only thing new, you want to use guerrilla, war, guerrilla, war. You're biting off something else. You're not original. You're never going to be original. With me, I left all that stuff behind and became who I am right now. Here in the PPF, I have history here. I became champion twice, 2 different titles. In this place, in this organization, in this, what I call home. What you have done, nothing. You're still the little bottom feeder under that damn tank trying to reach to the top. And you're not going to reach to the top, and you never will. Because for you to get where I'm at, you got to fight. You got to claw straight to the top. And no, it's not talking about dog fights and whatnot and everything. Yeah, I saw what you said before and everything. It's so damn pathetic because you think a punchline is going to make you win. You think saying little things that is going to poke a monster, poke the bear. You ain't poking me. You don't know me. You don't want to know who the hell I am. I'm sick and tired of you. I did not like you back then. I don't like you now. So what is the difference? The difference is that I'm coming out here and telling you straight out, you ain't shit. You're never gonna be somebody here because you don't got what it takes. You could go back and cry like a little baby like you have done before because that's all you do. You got no punchline, you got nothing. So you could take this, literally take what I said, put a little salt on it, settle on that because you got nothing when it comes to me.
Ain't nobody really than Gorilla, I said. Ain't nobody really than Gorilla.
You call yourself legacy as if somehow just saying that word makes it true. But let me tell you something. History is not built off of nicknames alone, and you can't crown yourself immortal when any legacy you may have built wasn't even built off of greatness, but off stagnation. And that's not a big word. You're just too dumb to know what it means. Time and time again, the people in PPF have had to watch you confuse being present for being important. We have had to watch you mistake survival for victory. You said you hate me? I don't think that's true. I don't think you hate me. I think you envy me. You know, I think it pisses you off that I can leave for 6 years, come back, and still be better than you ever were or you ever will be. But that's a reason to be upset. Every company needs somebody like you. We need somebody we can go to for an easy win. We need somebody we can go to when we want to beat somebody down so bad. You're our guy. You're that guy for us. There's no shame in that. But with that comes the bloody knuckles from swinging at a ceiling that you're never going to be tall enough to break through. And even if somehow, by some miracle, you were able to shatter that glass ceiling, the only thing that would be waiting for you is 12 inches of concrete, because let me tell you something, your ceiling is my floor. Quite frankly, you are just not on my level. And that is not arrogance. That is a distance measured in results, because every time you and I have ever faced each other, it has been the same exact result. You know, you said that I was going to say that this match is a waste of my time. You're fucking right, this match is a waste of my time. You are a waste of my time. You don't even get the fucking courtesy of me standing up for this promo. And quite frankly, I'm a little pissed off at PPF management for making me waste one of my promos on somebody like you. So let me tell you, Juan, any legacy that you think you may have built in the promo world, any legacy you think you may have built in PPF? Any legacy you think you may have built in this life, you fucking clown, thanks to me, will be forgotten.
PPF Nation, I have to correct myself that we have 6 matches on the card. This first one was a great match there. Coming up next, we have a rematch from far, far back in the days, as Sheamus will take on The Law.
You know what, Law? Alright, I'm not even going to be fucking playing around. Well, I wasn't playing around before, but now I'm really just gonna be fucking pissed. Well, you wanted the pissed off American version of me, didn't you? Didn't you? Now, what are you going to do? Mock the fact that I have 2 accents? Watch my promo against the dog. I kind of cover that. So now you're aping just old material. Speaking of aping old material, how much are you going to try and sound like everybody in the HHE just because being yourself, as shitty as you are, ain't going to fucking work? What? Hold on. Wait, what was that, Law? Oh, I'm just myself. No, check this out. You've been aping everybody else's credit, their mannerisms. You've pretended to be the Rising Sun, Malice, Old School, the Rising Sun, Brett fucking Jacobs. Oh, wait a minute. Everybody that made LPW successful. Aww. Even in your own group, you're just second rate. In PPF, you've been gone for so long, and how much I love that bit of blissful silence. Oh, it was great, Law. I didn't have to hear from you. The rest of the PPF didn't have to hear from you. It was heaven on earth. And then you decided to show up. Why did you have to ruin everybody else's time? Well, then again, that's the only thing you're fucking good at, isn't it? Ruining everybody else's time. Just because you want some attention? Now, I'm going to give you some fucking attention, kid. Or should you have just stayed the fuck away and let everybody else in all of the PPF, in all of the promo world? Because, dude, all you've done is whore yourself out to every group that will add you just for that little bit of attention you want. But when they stopped giving you that attention, you figured, oh, I'll come back to PPF. Dude, this time, when I beat you, because I technically beat you last time too, when you no-showed me. You worthless piece of garbage. I don't want to hear from you again after this match. Neither does anybody else. So when they say that I win, no one in all of the promo world, Law, wants to hear from you. Both versions of me never want to hear your fucking name again. Sound good? Well, I mean, it sounds great to me, because I don't want to hear from you either. Got it? Good. Take care, Law. Piss out.
You know, I don't know why I continue to doubt myself. When I say something in the promo world, it usually ends up turning out to be true. Just like I said, you were a waste of time. A long time ago, Sheamus, I told you that you wouldn't be anything if it wasn't for the people trying to keep you relevant in the promo world. And that is the truth. If it wasn't for me asking for this match, you would never have another number one contendership match for the Resolute Championship because you floundered that opportunity. You had promo of the night, and you took that opportunity and you threw it down the drain and you flushed it, just like you flushed away every other opportunity that's ever been given to you. Title defense after title defense, you failed. Time and time again. That's all you are. And see, you self-reflected that onto me last time we faced one another. You called me a flash in the pan. You called me the brightest light in my own head, when in actuality, you are the flash in the pan. You're the guy who can't successfully defend a championship. You're the guy who can't hold a championship. You're the guy who cannot put a division on his back and push it into the next level like I can, like I did with that Resolute Championship before. Sheamus, you are weak. And I tried to come out here and give you an opportunity to prove me wrong. Give you the opportunity to prove everybody in the promo world that ever doubted you wrong. And you did nothing but prove them and prove me right when I said you were a waste of time and a waste of space in the promo world. You didn't show any effort into this match. You were too busy focusing on losing an opportunity instead of focusing on winning one and earning it. And it really irritates me. Because last time we faced, I put my heart and soul into that match, and then I was so sick I couldn't even show up. But today I stand here sick as a dog, ready to fight. Ready to show you what you were missing. See, I looked back. September 11th, 2023, it was me versus you. No disqualification, one-on-one. And instead of coming at me corrected, coming at me like a man, you had to get everybody and their mama in your video to try. And try you did. Just to get some sort of relevancy. Just to get some sort of pop. I mean, it's the same thing you're doing with these double voice things. Changing between one voice to the other, throwing on your real voice versus that stupid Irish shenanigan bullshit. Well, guess what, James? Nobody's buying it anymore. Nobody's buying the propane you're selling. Because at the end of the day, we all know you for exactly what you are. A fraud. You can never be a true champion. You might as well consider yourself a new heathen. Because you're transitional at best. And at worst, you're a stepping stone. And these jerks in the promo world have the balls to call me the bottom of the barrel. What does that make you? The scum underneath? So Sheamus, I really hope you get your head out of your ass, kiss your tail goodbye. Just show up and try. Because at the end of the day, that's all you can do. Is try. Because try as you may, you will never beat me when I show up. Night night, bitch.
Wow, this is how we kick things off. I love it. I really love it. Stay tuned for after the show on the page where we have the results show with the management board there. But coming up next, we have Kurt Adams taking on the Cryptic One. Kurt Adams actually called out the Cryptic One and wanted to have a match with him. And the Cryptic One accepted. I want to see what will go down there, because it's actually my most anticipated match that I waited for it. So, no time to talk. Let's go down.
January 31st. New Year's Redemption. PPF, you are set to see Kurt Adams, the backbone of this promo game, tee off on the Cryptic One and rip him piece by boring fucking piece. And I'm sure you're asking yourself over and over, Cryptic One, why I wanted the most out of you. And there's a very logical answer for that, is because I wanted you to have no excuse. I wanted you to come into this and squeeze the lemon dry. I wanted you to get every drop into a cup, because at the end of the night, it's not going to matter. And I'm going to take that cup of lemon juice and I'm going to splash it right back in your face, because tonight at New Year's Redemption will be a death of paper cuts for you, Cryptic One. And one reason I was super eager, super antsy to get this matchup underway is because you have the unfortunate ability that no one else in this promo game does, and that is you hold my first loss in the promo game. The first time I ever introduced myself to this world, you were the one to put me down. And one thing that has followed me ever since that moment is you looked at me across the screen and you said these exact words: I am not competition. PPF, I wasn't competition. I was just a stepping stone to something greater. And that is so comical. The juxtaposition is so comical that it's not even worth my time laughing about, because I am such leaps and bounds ahead of you that it's not even funny. I am so much better than you that the fact that you once looked down at me as if I was something less than is so comical. I'm not even going to waste my time laughing, Cryptic One. But tonight it's not going to matter. Because after this event, I am going to send you in such a panic that not even Creed or Kurt Bentley is going to be able to pull you out of the void. But it doesn't matter. Like I said, it's not going to matter how many times you win a match. It matters how many times you get back on that horse and keep fighting. But you are such a coward that every time you lose any sort of match, you grab your horse and you run away to a Spirit Halloween, to a buy one, get one free mask extravaganza, and you come back with 15 different gimmicks that won't work either. You're an embarrassment to this promo game. You are a joke to this industry. And tonight, I'm going to rake your name through the coals. I'm going to drag you through the dirt like I should have a long time ago. I wanted the best out of you because you didn't give me that exact same opportunity. You looked at me like I was less than, and I'm going to do the same thing here tonight. You know, Cryptic One, I want you to understand this is not personal. It is just business, but you don't understand that. You think you are walking into this event and you are going to walk away with the win like you have before. But I am just that much far ahead of you. I have beaten you so many times. Coming into this match, I just kept thinking about how many times do I have to drag you through the coals for you to take that stupid mask off and bring on a different gimmick so I could beat you like a man. But it's not worth it. You can keep your mask on because PPF tonight will not be his New Year's redemption. And after tonight's event, it sure as hell won't be a resurrection either.
As the backbone of this establishment, Kurt Adams, you were tasked to do something very important. You have a lot of lives on the line in this matter, and you were supposed to ward off the intruders, to chase off the creatures of the night that don't belong within the gates of the Premier Promo Federation. But the biggest and most dangerous creature didn't move a muscle. Every flaming arrow you shot at me, every jest and every banter that you started with me as we got to this point on January 31st, 2026, the night where the Cryptic One returns to the Premier Promo Federation and verbally eviscerates the one that thought he could protect it. That is where we stand. And only two things are gonna happen, Kurt. One, you're gonna go through this gate with me and they're going to see the fallen hero that you are. Or I will stand right here and proverbially drown you in the moat we stand under. This bridge that will not hold the two of us. You will remember the danger that I cause. I am the Cryptic One. I am the urban legend. I am the career killer. The one, the only TCO. The one that will stop at nothing to destroy everyone in every way. It will never be about morality with me. It will never have anything to do with my reputation because I ruin reputations for a living. I challenge what you are and hope that you can continue to be so. And the backbone will be injected with the poison of the promo world, and he will falter and become fragile, and you will be paralyzed in the end. I have waited for this moment. You thought I was just going to run away scared, but you know for a fact I love a challenge. And you told me at the last conversation that we had that I would face the music. The only music that I hear on a daily basis is the white noise of screams of all those that have ever tried to speak up against me. And you will be no different. You might provide a little bit of a challenge, but the only music I plan to hear is when the trumpet starts playing taps for the funeral that I stand at when you're in that casket, dead to the world, because you challenged the Cryptic One and you died physically and mentally and spiritually in the process. Because once you face me, you are never the same. And it's always best to know your limits. And I will forever exceed yours. Kurt Adams, it's time to walk with me. Heed my words. The end is nigh.
Wow, wow, wow. What a matchup was that, ladies and gentlemen. I could see this as a match of the night candidate, 100%. But right now, we're heading to a little commercial break where we have to pay some bills, but also, you're gonna get a first look what's gonna happening next month.
Yo, welcome to Fresh Custom Designs, where your drip gets delivered fresh. We specialize in high-quality DTF printing for hoodies, tees, and more. Got a logo, a crazy idea? We bring it to life with bold colors, clean prints, and no limits. Whether it's one shirt or 100, we got you covered. Hit us up on Facebook or email us at dfreshent@gmail.com. And remember, if it ain't fresh, it ain't worth rocking.
Are you tired having AI ruin your picture? Then contact now JD Designs on Facebook. I can boost your design and make people happy with a smile. I make everything what you need, from belts to videos to logos. Contact me now today to get your order. Next event of the Premier Promo Federation will be St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Stay tuned for more information on the Premier Promo Federation page. Click in the link below to join the action today. But right now we're heading ourselves into the first of 3 championship matches as the Resolute Championship is on the line, when Omega, the undefeatable champion, will take on the Loose Cannon. Both wanted to seek on who's gonna reign in the Resolute division with an iron fist. Currently it is Omega, but will he reign supreme after this event? Let's find that out. Next event of the Premier Promo Federation will be St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Stay tuned for more information on the Premier Promo Federation page. Click in the link below to join the action today. But right now we're heading ourselves into the first of 3 championship matches as the Resolute Championship is on the line, when Omega, the undefeatable champion, will take on the Loose Cannon. Both wanted to seek on who's gonna reign in the Resolute division with an iron fist. Currently it is Omega, but will he reign supreme after this event? Let's find that out.
Watch your back! Oh my, here we go, another loose cannon gone bipolar. Slip down, couldn't get much lower. Quicksand's got no sense of humor. I'm still laughing like hell. You think that a crime to me, looking so sorry that I'm gonna believe you've been affected by social disease. Well then take your medicine.
It is a cold day in Texas. But Omega, it'll be a cold day in hell before I let you walk out of here with my title. Your first mistake is calling yourself a champion. You can't be a champion without beating a champion. You beat Subs. The champion was not available. I dropped that belt, and that was one of the biggest mistakes I've ever made. PPF is my home, and I've worked hard to make a name. Well, the loose cannon came back, and the loose cannon wants his title. You say the same thing over and over, and you talk too much. I don't want you at less than 100. You make a fatal mistake. The loose cannon would never, ever strike when you are less than 100, because when I beat you, when I walk away with my title, there will be no excuses. You've got a lot of great words, but you've lost something. You're not who you used to be. Even at War Games, you seemed a little off. And even Sheamus himself almost got you this close. As a so-called great champion that you are, that should have been easy. Shouldn't it have been? But yet you struggled. Now you come back and you see the loose cannon, but here's the kicker. You ain't shit. Everybody's waiting for the loose cannon to explode. Everybody thinks that I don't have self-control. Sir, I'm a calculated bomb that will blow at any second. No pause. You are just a has-been, someone who's gotten lucky, but now you're standing in front of a guy that has been tried, he's been tested, and he's prevailed. I am here. You are no longer needed. Please shine my title and send it to me accordingly, because after today, the days of Omega being champion are over. Your tire words have been heard over and over again. It is time for you to step down and let the real champion reign.
Call it how I see it, live what I've been given. Thinking you an alpha till Omega come and end it. I ain't got no time for all this rah-rah you been spitting. See, these words are laced with venom.
Look at you, loose cannon, acting like your instability is some type of accomplishment. Like having no control is something to be proud of. Well, I want you to understand something. As cold as it is out here today, and believe me, it feels like -12. But it'll be a cold day in hell before you take this title from me. Hell will literally freeze over. Because this championship doesn't belong to somebody who can't endure. And you've never lasted long enough to prove that you could. So let's talk facts. Whether you're a dog or a loose cannon, the shortest resolute title reign in history goes to you. And how many times did you defend it? 0. 0 defenses, which is funny because that's the exact same chance that you have at beating me today. I've already called you everything in the book, so now let me be direct. No theatrics, no nicknames, just truth. See, you will never be good enough, not because you didn't try, but because when it mattered most, you folded. You always have and always will. You weren't good enough for the people who were supposed to believe in you when you were born. Your parents, they didn't even see greatness. They saw wasted potential that never became anything. Your family didn't rally behind you. They learned not to expect anything from you. And then that special woman in your life, she didn't walk away because you were misunderstood. She walked away because she saw exactly what you never become. And now you're trying to replace all of that. All of that. Replace the approval, replace the love, replace the failure. You're trying to fill that hole with this resolute championship, hoping that it'll finally make you feel like you matter. But here's the truth that hurts the most. This title can't replace that woman because this title is my bitch. You don't get to rewrite your story with something that I've rebuilt. You don't get to hold what I've earned. You don't get to face me and pretend like we're the same, because we are not. And when this is over, you'll still be searching for something to believe in while I walk away exactly what I've always been. A champion.
You can call me cruel, you can call me cold, but I call it true, and the truth hurts.
Oh my God. Wow. Both did amazing. Really, both did amazing. What a match. I'm glad I'm not a judge on this one. Take a sip at home. But right now, we're coming ourselves into the co-main event of the evening. Actually, it is a rematch, as Brett Jacobs defends the Pure Hardcore Championship against a former rivalry from the past in Mama Perch. Will this be like the same as in the first time? Or will this result be a whole different than the last time? Let's find that out right now!
I'm headed straight for the castle. They wanna make me their queen. And there's an old man sitting on the throne there, saying that I probably shouldn't be so mean. I'm headed straight for the castle. They've got the kingdom locked up. And there's an old man sitting on the throne there, saying I should probably keep my pretty mouth shut. Straight for the castle.
Hello PPF, hello my naughty puppets, it's your favorite master, Mama Perch. And tonight I'm facing Brett fucking Jacobs for his Pure Hardcore Championship. Champ, the one and only in PPF, the one and only who is not getting enough attention of Mama Perch. Well, champ, I tell you one thing there. You got very pissed off there, right, with me at some kind of point there. And I got you underneath your skin, which I told you in my hype before. But, hey, I was there thinking, what's his problem? I know what's his problem. You were not getting enough attention of me. You felt a bit like neglected, I guess. So you made this kind of a personal problem against each other, right? And don't worry about it. I thought about it and I did something about it. Okay, there you go.
Hey, champ, count your last days, because the title will come to the real queen.
So I hope now I got you a little bit of more attention here, but just to make it clear that you are the champ and I'm just a small little competitor, well, I'll show you something else. Or maybe, just maybe, you wanted to see me in another background in my own mountain top. Brett Jacobs, who do you think you are? Huh? Tell me one thing. You are the champ. You told me, well, people are getting tired of me. I'm lazy. But don't you think that the audience out there is getting tired of you? Seeing the same old champ over and over again. You see, even the dog is barking out there now because he's getting fed up with you, right? So, Brett Jacobs, I'll tell you one thing here. Tonight, it's gonna be your demise. Tonight, you're going to lose your championship. And tonight, it's going to be Mama Perch, the hardcore championess. So, champ, what do you got to say about that now, huh? What do you got to say about that? Tell me one thing here, because you're getting fed up. I had you there on the point, on my strings, and you were just about to go on your knees to obey me as your master. But tonight, it's your night. I allow you to go on your knees and obey me as your master. So, ladies and gentlemen, with all of that being said, I'm sorry, Brett Jacobs, but hey, you wanna know something? Fuck you, loser.
Remember every time you it makes me stronger than before. When you it fuels the fire even more. So give me all you got. I can't wait to watch you rot. If there's one thing you should learn about me, don't ever fucking tell me.
Do you know why I think it's fucking ridiculous that you look for and count on one judge's vote? It's because back when I was in my prime, when I actually gave a fuck about the fans and the people and the locker room and the competitors, I was a violent, ruthless machine. You see, the engagement went up, and so did the hostility. Now, in my professional opinion, the promo world has bottomed out, and I am stuck with the fish that no one buys, the fish that no one fucking cares about. And now, I don't give a flying fuck. But what you look for, Mama Purge, is one simple thing. You look for one fucking vote, and that's all you care about. You know, in the art of competition, one vote didn't mean shit. It still doesn't mean shit, but you're so fucking blind and envious of that shit. That's what's coming your way. That's what you want. But let me tell you something right now. Hell will fall. Hell will freeze over just like around me. Look at the fucking ground. Hell will freeze over when you get a single fucking vote from a fucking judge when you face me. And it is for the simple reason that you, on any plane of existence, could never contend with me. The fact that you have been a champion here before says something about how this hobby has plateaued and now it's on the decline, because you are not a fucking champion. You, I wouldn't even call you enhancement talent. At best, are a space filler. I made my point very valid when I beat your son, and I showed exactly what it means to face me. Because now look at him, he's in obscurity, he is gone, he doesn't do shit here. Now look at you, a year after. Me and you face, and now you are in obscurity, but you have just been so fucking lucky to get one brass ring. And that brass ring is gonna cost you every fucking thing. This hobby isn't about one judge's vote. It's about who the fucking best is. And you couldn't even get in the building I rent. You couldn't get in the stadiums I destroy. And you cannot get in my fucking division.
He said there ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. I got bills to pay, I got a mouth to feed. There ain't nothing in this world for free.
Fuck you, loser.
They say if I come for the king, I best not miss, or otherwise it's off with my head. I have a better idea. Why don't I walk up to that throne, look the king in his eye, verbally smack him across the face to let him know I'm there. Rising sun, you have pissed me off this whole month. You have said that I am a mid-carder at best. That might be true. But you also said one thing that was wrong. You said that I wasn't ready for the main event. I've already done that, bro. When are you going to wake up and realize that this isn't the gunslinger of old where he's throwing out sports references? I have all of my guns laid out on the table tonight to clean, and they're going to get all shiny and polished for you. And tonight, my bullet will fire. Regardless of what gun it comes out of, doesn't matter. I have all the ammunition ready, locked, and loaded for you tonight, Rising Sun. So I hope that you're prepared. I hope that you're prepared because after tonight, I want you to sit on that throne as comfortably as you can because that might be my throne after tonight. You've gotten too comfortable with that championship that you clearly don't think that nobody is on your level or nobody can beat you. You're wrong. Even though that I've been in this game a lot longer than you and you've accomplished a lot more than me, doesn't mean that you're better than me. It just means that I have gained more experience, and more experience comes wisdom. So, Rising Sun, let me just say this. I don't know how many shots of the Unified Championship I have left. This might be my last hurrah at being close to the top again, but I want you to hear every single word that I'm saying to you. If you don't wake up and give me the Rising Sun that we've all been known to respect and enjoy and put out the product, then tonight you might as well hand that Unified over to me and let me see what I can do with it. No, this isn't me coming out here being cocky. This is me coming out here to let you know that in the course of one night, everything can change. It may not be me, who knows? I may not even be the right guy for the job, but what I do know is that I will not give up. I will give you that gunslinger that you've been expecting. I will show up at 100%, and I will give it my all because at the end of the day, I still want to see this place thrive. This is where it all started for me. All the way back in the land of beyond when I won that unified belt, I said it was one versus all. When I won the hardcore belt, I said it was one versus all, regardless of who it was, HHE brethren or not. Regardless of where you are on the roster, it does not matter. And Rising Sun, I will say that even if you called me a mid-carder, at least I gave you the proper attention that you have admired. And you somehow mentioned it because you called me a mid-carder, which means you have paid attention to my hardcore championship reign. So you saw what I can do. And now, this is where the table turns on you. And in 2026, we actually might see the Gunslinger be unified champion. But tonight, Rising Sun, it was about making a statement. And making that damn statement I shall. I will not back down. I will not conform, regardless of who's on the card. You're the one that called me out. But if you step out of line and ever mention my legacy again, well then maybe it's you that will need another warning shot. Fuck you and have a nice day.
Oh my God, please help me knee deep in the river trying to get clean. He says wash your hands, get out the stains, but you best believe, boy, there's hell to pay. Yeah, you best believe, boy, there's hell to pay. Saying, come on. Oh my God, please help me waist deep in the river. Can you hear my plea? He says, son, you come like a beggar in the streets. You might make it, boy, but by the skin of your teeth. You might make it, boy, but by the skin of your...
Here we are, Gunslinger versus the Rising Sun for the Unified Heavyweight Championship. And well, Gunslinger, I would say I was amped for this match at first, but now that's a pipeline dream. You see, because when you dropped your one hype and you asked where the Rising Sun was, has anybody seen me? I came and dropped a hype, and then I dropped another one looking for you, but you were nowhere to be found. I get it. Every time someone faces the Rising Sun, they gotta shit their pants because, well, they can't get the job done. See, now you said you were going to make sure every shot you were going to be precise, but that's not the fact here. Every shot you took, you were going to miss blatantly. I'm not an easy target. Everybody in your shoes have tried to beat me, but they have failed nonetheless. You see, I walk around this fucking group as the tallest guy in the fucking yard, and the biggest, because I am that. No one can touch what I do day in and day out. See, I get it. You've been doing this a lot longer than me, but I think you're just a little bit spiteful that I have achieved more in my career than you will ever hope to. Because let's go down through the careers of Beyond Days till now. How many championships have you claimed, and how many have I, and how many times have I lost it compared to you? Here's one for you. How many times could you say you reached the fucking mountaintop and actually held a world or a unified heavyweight championship in any group? You see, it doesn't matter what group I'm in. I show up, everybody knows my fucking name. You show up, and they only know your name because it's relevant to the fucking rising sun. We may be HHE brethren, but during this match, it's all the same to me. It doesn't matter who I face, when I face them, or how bad I have to fucking beat them. You don't have nothing compared to it. See, yeah, I know you could talk fast, but so can I. But can you go slow and methodical like I can? Can you cut down an individual just by what they have done in the promo world? No, you can't, because you got to use sports analogies, but that was back in the day. And now you have evolved your game just a little bit, but it's not enough to beat where I am. My throne is untouchable to your fucking grounds, because you will never, ever touch this as long as I'm in this fucking group. See, you are the older brother. You are the taller brother. But when it comes to accolades in the promo world, here in the Premier Promo Federation, you will always fall short of your fucking younger brother, the Rising Sun. So, just like anybody else here, you're none the less when it comes to my championship. I'm going to bitch slap you back into reality. I'm going to show you that the Rising Sun is the end-all, be-all in this motherfucker. So, Gunslinger, just like before, I know the gun's going to jam, and then you're going to look at it and go, what's wrong with it? And when you can point it at yourself and it goes off, that's just a fucking mistake you had when you faced the Rising Sun, because I'm just like a full metal fucking jacket coming through you. I'm going to tear every limb and artery from your fucking soul. I told you from the get that I was going to make your ass fade to fucking black. And when you see me at the end of this match, I promise you, you will hear, and still unified champion, the Rising Sun. So do me a favor. Pick what division you want to go to next, because you ain't going to fucking cut it here. Until next time, brother, try again.
Oh my god. What a main event was that. This one is truly a main event worth it. Wow. Wow. That concludes the show for today. Thanks for everybody who turned in for New Year's Redemption. I am your host.
He said there ain't